It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a fourth down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Makes the grab. It's Miranda. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Hokey, 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 high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football.
He's got it, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He leaves it with his back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. He tries to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Makes the grab on the left side. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Taylor wants to throw it. Steps away. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Dances away. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Taylor wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
And you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
This time it's complete.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On target. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curved some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy is going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Nix. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the right. Right on the money. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miranda. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. No huddle here for the offense. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to. Obviously, I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it. I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd. There he goes! That kind of play will get
happy people. Yeah.
RPO game now in college football.
Yeah.
Forces them just to freeze at second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back.
Keep on turning.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man quickly. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Nobody to hoop with, man. He runs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense.
I'm really cold as fuck at this shit, cool.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Real talk. You want to try your luck, Holmes? Since you think you fine?
I know.
She doesn't want to just be known as a guy that
Come
can
on.
run around.
Download the game. Let's play 50 a game.
You know, he can roll in the shoulder and get those tough yards if needed.
Nah, I don't want to play. He said, "Oh, we went to money. I don't blame you."
I got good back in the game.
Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I just walked through the no squad, those who know what's going on. It's I'm hooping all alone. It's I'm by myself.
You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because
Yo,
you got
on
that
the
lead.
game
I know
again.
you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
He been on all day, my brother. But we was in there barely.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
Second down.
I got a school moment.
And he'll just get rid of that.
To the bottom.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it
You make it net, who do your best move? Don't have to pee it up.
Wants to throw for it on
You looking $1,500 dress shoes. Know that they right. Know that they listening, but they ain't saying shit.
Just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber
The
inside.
D shot already.
Gets it all the way out to the 33.
Say contested. They asked me who I do it for.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be
looking for
What
more.
are you talking about?
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't connect on his first throw.
Oh my goodness. He just blew a fucking bad break,
dog. You gotta give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That is it.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He wants to throw it again. The quick out doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Got enough space.
Let them bitches fly to him, JP.
And the route is on. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're coming out.
Oh, that nigga ain't want it to be a 4-point play.
Score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And back to the air on second down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Using his legs, it's Nix. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown tie.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snaps it in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Austin Reed playing tonight, too.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It's complete on the right side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Yeah, so
And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarter
sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Backed up now.
Oh, that'll be excellent. Gotta hit that bit.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Nix.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Keeps looking downfield. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
Right on the money. Oh, spins away. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the tailback.
Oh, I missed it.
There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They think there's room to run to the right here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option.
Wow.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the 2-point try. Here we go, here we go. Wants to go up top. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be